Welcome to Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show, YouTube. This is the place to be. Today we got a special show, but before we get to it, the man down there in the Pro Wrestling Tees shirt.
Soft style.
You can get yourself one of these.
Absolutely.
The great
ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yes, great Christmas present. Dashing Derek, the man in the middle. Trained Ken Anderson, Ken Kennedy. He is Mike Merc. Merc. And my name is Devon.
Devon.
You can check us out on all social media platforms. We are on the X, the Instagram, the TikTok, Facebook. Search Ultimate Wrestling Trivia and you will find us. Give us a like, a follow, all that good stuff. All right, all this weirdness will tie together with Ken Anderson and everything because we have a special watch along where the main one, Zilla Fatu, who is the son of the late WWE superstar Umaga, Zilla Fatu faces off against Ken Anderson, Ken Kennedy at Ragin Pro Wrestling RPW Destiny 4, which took place at the Big Apple Pub and Grill in Manitowoc. That happened November 1st of 2024. It was a great time. And this watch along is something special. 15 years in the making.
Yeah, Umaga's last match was against Mr. Kennedy, so it's come full circle here. So yeah, great match. Zilla Fatu, awesome guy. We got to meet him, talk to him before and after the show. So going up against Mr. Anderson.
Yes, and we take you right to the action where myself was introducing this. I had goosebumps because it was amazing. As you see, Wisconsin's own Mr. Anderson going to the ring, and a fan tried to hand him a barbed wire bat.
I don't think that's legal.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm going to really mess this guy up here.
I mean, if you ever needed a reason to attend an independent pro wrestling show, I think being able to gift fans with, or gift wrestlers from the fans with things like barbed wire bats.
Right, that's not something you see every day.
Not a fans bring the weapons match, no?
No, not this one, in fact. But this was the main event of RPW Destiny 4.
Yep, there was about 300 plus people in attendance to check out this main event, and as I said, I was right there, smack dab in the middle of the ring, along with referee Travis, and it was electric from the beginning. And there it is, Ken entering the ring.
Mr. Anderson, he's in great shape too. He's got his pro wrestling school, the Academy in Minnesota. They do a phenomenal job there, so check them out on the interwebs.
Yes, Academy, and then it's the School of Professional Wrestling, the letters. So the referee, Travis Savage, is actually a graduate of the Academy.
Yep.
So Wisconsin resident, relocated to the Twin Cities to get that training.
And the mic drops into the man's hand here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for 1 fall and a 20-minute time limit. Minnesota, I'm weighing tonight at 236 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That ring announcer looks so familiar.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, and the pipes on Mr. Anderson is still off the charts. He can still sling it with the best of them. And as we see, the highly anticipated entrance of the main one, Zilla Fatu. He's got to look like he's ready to destroy Ken into the ring. The Samoan machine, the main one,
The bulldozer.
the bulldozer. Zilla Fatu ready to step into the squared circle to face Mr. Ken Anderson. Of course, this all happened November 1st at the Big Apple for Ragin Pro Wrestling. You can follow RPW. Check out all their future shows at rpwprowrestling.com. Wearing one of their t-shirts right there, which
And he
is
smashed
tremendous.
his necklace.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that
You
was
know, he's going to be heated after that.
Yep, there was little pieces of the necklace all over the ring. But he's like, hey, that's just what I'm going to do to Ken. I'm going to destroy him quickly. Man's got a great look. And they get the championship introductions.
For your main event, when the bell sounds, the referee in charge will be referee Travis. First, to my left, he hails from Houston, Texas. He is the main one, Zilla To my right, he hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr.
And I dropped the ball here. I didn't hit the second Anderson.
Where's that other Anderson?
I didn't want to steal your gimmick, Ken.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I dropped the ball there. I didn't hit the double Anderson, so my apologies. Here we are, ready to
That's what the crowd is for. though.
collar and elbow lockup. Ken Zilla, main event, Destiny 4 for RPW Watch Along. You can share this with all your friends. Post it on all social media platforms. This was a good one.
It was a good one. Zilla Fatu is a member of the Samoan dynasty. That makes him part of the bloodline. So his father is Umaga. Umaga is brothers with Rikishi. And as we all know, Rikishi is the father of the new bloodline, Solo Sikoa,
Yeah.
as well as the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. So Zilla, first cousins with them. That makes him obviously related to Roman Reigns and everybody else
The
involved.
Rock and
Yokozuna.
Afazika, Yoko.
So yeah, it's good here, and we called this match was billed as 15 years in the making because Umaga, Zilla's father, his last match was against Mr. Kennedy in Australia. So roughly almost 15 years ago to the day. Fantastic lineage. So this was the first chance that Mr. Anderson and Zilla got to meet, and they got to do it in the squared circle in the shadows of the town Ken grew up in.
Yep, collar and elbow. Ken pushes him right back into the corner. Referee Travis give him the count, saying break it up. It was a lot of intensity. Everybody's just trying to feel each other out to see where they stand and maybe where they can take advantage in this matchup.
A little bit of a test of strength there. Zilla, a little bit leaner than his dad, Umaga, but still very thick.
Yeah, he's in great shape. I believe, 24 years old or so.
Yeah, he's
like,
in his 20s yet, so young guy.
very-
And a little insight on this. Right before this, I had to give him a ride to the venue. He had Culver's, and he just ate it like it was nothing. I was like, man, and you still got a body like that. In great shape. He definitely puts in the work. His future is definitely bright.
makes his home in Houston, Texas. Mr. Kennedy makes his home in the Twin Cities, where the Academy School of Professional Wrestling is located. Both these men are available. Check them out on their socials.
Shoulder tack down, takes down, and Zilla tried to go for the early cover. Doesn't get it. Samoan
Whoa!
sliding. He's like, not so fast.
Yeah, Ken's seen that one before.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the more impressive moves in pro wrestling right now. Of course, that was Umaga's finisher, was the spike, but Zilla adds his own flavor to it, where he does like this Roman Reigns Superman punch Samoan spike, like flying. It's a sight to see. And usually, 9 times out of 10, puts the opponents away, down for the 3 count.
You know, sometimes in wrestling, or I should say in boxing, the sweet science, you throw a jab out to gauge your opponent and your distance of when you can hit that next strike.
And that's definitely something you saw here
Yep, Mr.
in the first couple minutes.
Yep, sizing his opponent up a little bit. Getting him
Ruin, of course, catches him right in the larynx. If you're a fan of old school Steamboat Savage, you know all about that. Yeah, the crowd was super pumped for this. They were loud from bell to bell on this. The anticipation was off the charts, bringing them to all 4 post, Chop City.
Oh,
caught him slipping.
Some shenanigans there.
Little poke in the eyes. You take an advantage wherever you can when you got a monster like Zilla coming after you.
Well, Ken Anderson is over a 20-year veteran in the sport. You know, he debuted back in 1999. Obviously, he's been around the block, and you're going to pull those tricks out of the bag when you have to. Just like in football, you'll see maybe a team apply the flea flicker, or the little flip pass to the offensive tackle playing tight end.
And one thing Ken should have known is you cannot take a Samoan's head and smash it against the turnbuckle and expect him to be phased. It doesn't phase Zilla at all, and he's just teeing off on Ken right now.
Yeah, the dynamics of this match were very interesting. You would think Ken would be like the babyface, the homecoming hero, but Zilla was super over with the crowd, getting a lot of cheers, a lot of pops.
Well, and I definitely think, and shout out to the RPW faithful, they definitely are very aware and keen of what's going on in the wrestling scene, and they know that the opportunity to see a Zilla Fatu, like we recently saw at Blizzard Brawl, teaming with, or I should say, having Armando Estrada in his corner against Midwest great Joey Jet Avalon. Yep. You definitely, your opportunities to see him on an independent show for $10-20 are probably few and far between.
Yeah.
Before.
So you take advantage of these situations when they come to your backyard. Zilla Fatu mimicking the mic drop there, saying, "This guy's got nothing. Is this all you got?" And Ken, being the veteran he is right there, catches Zilla slipping. Double chop to the throat.
You can't hurt a Samoan in the head, but I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Anything to the throat is going to hurt.
That's the kill shot.
That's right. A large man, a strong man is still definitely an incapacitated man when he can't breathe.
Right into the ring post, hitting his right shoulder. Ken's looking to take advantage of that. This match taking place November 1st for RPW. Of course, you can check out all their future shows at rpwprowrestling.com. And Ken's like, let's take this to the outside here. Ooh. I see some chairs that I think I can utilize.
Those were rented. Don't break the chairs.
The Big Apple in Rockwood has had a lot of great pro wrestling history. Back in 2000, I believe it was September 2000, Adam Pearce wrestled his last match before he moved to San Diego, California, for local wrestling promotion ACW against Ken Anderson, and separated his shoulder on a Ken Anderson dive. Right in that very same spot in that corner.
Look at that. That's the knowledge you can get with these watch-alongs right here. Not a lot of people even probably know that. That Adam Pearce guy went on to become the general manager of a Monday Night Raw.
And a multi-time NWA World Champion.
That too, not bad. Right into the ring post, Zilla goes, and he goes flying into the front row. As you can see, some people checking on Zilla like, should I help this guy up? Or is Ken going to run at him, hit him with the boot? Referee Travis starting the count here. Thinking, is this going to be a count out? Are we going to let him work here? And we're clearing the area.
Oh,
the
man.
chairs again. We're going 3 deep here.
They paid
Get out
good
the
money
way.
for those seats.
Yeah, grab your 8x10s, your burgers, and get out the way. Zilla's going to go flying, I think. And just kidding. He got him. Little swerve.
What?
Got to mess with the crowd a little bit. Having fun with the RPW faithful. Ken making his way back into the ring. Zilla's like, that just gave me enough time. Right to the gut, right to the temple.
Yeah, and Ken and Zilla, I believe, will be back in RPW. Make sure you check out RPWProWrestling.com for all their future dates.
Yeah, we appreciate them lending us the footage for this special watch-along. Little standing ovation. You can see a few of the RPW fans in the background appreciating what they have right in front of them. Ken's going to lock up that left mini chokehold there. Submission. He's like, I think I can wear him down enough here. Not going to be a pinfall attempt, but going to tire his opponent.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those shoulders. Make sure they're not on the mat.
He's definitely going to be eyeing up the mic check, try to pin Zilla here. But Zilla getting some energy from the crowd, slapping the mat, trying to get the crowd.
Slow clap.
Yeah, slow clap. This is where you start doing it.
RPW will be coming back to the Big Apple in Rockwood on January 27th. On that show, you'll see the RPW heavyweight champion, Brick 12-Gauge McCarthy, teaming with none other than Danhausen.
Very nice, very evil.
Yes, in a little handicap match against members of the 2-3, along with Money Miguel. It's going to be good stuff, the little 3-on-2 handicap match. But here we are with Zilla Fatu, Ken Anderson, main event, RPW, Destiny 4. And yeah, it's looking like both these men are starting to show the effects. A little standing German suplex.
Yeah, suplex
from
city.
the Big Samoan.
Yep. What is Ken, about 245-ish?
Yeah, nowadays, you know, I think his WWE run was in that 230 to 240 run. TNA World Champion was right around that.
So you're picking up a grown man and just dropping him on his back. I mean, that'll take some wear and tear on anybody. But Zilla finding the power right here.
Dead weight. Like
Yeah.
one of the reasons we're one of the only people you ever see do that is like a guy like a Cesaro or somebody, or should I say Claudio? But little full Nelson suplex, Tiger Driver variation there.
Zilla seeing a time to capitalize.
No.
Mic check.
Here we go.
Catching him with some elbows to the side of the face. Oh. Elbows were just flying everywhere. Ken's like, I got my own kind of Samoan drop, a.k.a.
The Lambo leap.
Leap lunge. Goes for the cover and only gets a 2.
Just saw Carl Allen Media walk by in the background there.
Yeah,
He's
shout out to him.
RPW photographer, works for some of the other great wrestling companies in the Illinois, Wisconsin area. Good follow on social media as well. Great work that he does. And
Ken's hitting the taunt button right here. If you're playing like some N64 back in the day, he's trying to get some power, doing the mic drop. He's like, I'm going to get some energy here because I'm going to need it. I'm going to try to hit Zilla with my finisher, and he does. You think this is it. This is it. Ken
Travis
is your winner.
says 1, 2.
That was like a 2.99 right there.
That's about as close as you can get right there. Ken is like, I hit you with my finisher. It should be done. What else do I got to do for the main one? Zilla Fatu to put him down for the 3 counts. He's like, I can't get it, man. He's tougher than my opponent, Umaga, your father. Zilla very slowly making his way back up to his feet here.
You know, Ken is definitely on fumes a little bit here.
Takes a lot out of you, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And
One more time.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody kick out of 2 mic checks.
Yeah, no, that is very impressive.
That's pretty pretty limited company.
Yeah, and there's a reason it's your finisher, because when you get hit with that finisher, that means it's over. A little Samoan drop of his own, Zilla right there, getting pumped up. He's like, I'm setting you up. This is what we were talking about, the flying spike, Samoan spike. You think he's going to hit it with it?
Man.
Oh! Let's go ahead and hit a replay right there. Talking about the flying spike, Samoan spike. Let's go ahead and hit it right there. There it is, your 3 count, and the bell rings. Zilla Fatu gave it his all. Standing ovation from the RPW crowd. Zilla Fatu becomes victorious.
You know, perhaps the biggest win of his young career.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not every day that you're getting to beat a former world champion. And Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson is definitely impressed. He felt the wrath of the main one on this day. And yeah, I would be down for a rematch between these two.
Yeah, it very well could happen in the near future. Zilla Fatu, of course, we all know he's going to end up in the bloodline at some point. Will it happen in 2025? I think one thing is for sure, you will see him in an RPW ring once again. Everybody up on the rafters, even sold out up there on top.
Yeah,
people were excited.
The future looks bright for Zilla Fatu, and he was talking to you before the show. He was saying how he wanted to soak in the moment. He didn't want to rush to WWE because everybody's expecting him to take that next step. So he wanted to enjoy the moments.
Yeah, it's all about the journey for him, actually. He said there's no rush whatsoever on his part. He wants to have these matches. He wants to travel. He wants to work on multiple different people and styles and just add to his arsenal. So, like you said, Zilla Fatu, the sky is the limit for him. And I don't think he even realized where he's at, like where he can go from here. And it's always special to see him in the ring.
You know, recently AJ Styles made the comment about how, you know, he wouldn't change a thing of his 17-year career of the Indies in Japan and TNA, and how ROH and all that led to him eventually making it to WWE in year 17.
Yeah, which he just celebrated 8 years in WWE, which is kind of crazy to think about.
It is very crazy. And that's, it just goes to show that, you know, on the independent level, you never know who's next, whose number is going to be called. You know, RPW, where this event was from, they've got none other than Maggie Lee, Casey Lennox, Heather Reckless, who was on the very next RPW show the next night. You know, Heather by Elegance.
Yes, make sure you call her that. Yes. Of course, if you want to see those watch-alongs with past episodes and future episodes, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube show, which you're watching right now. Hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps us, helps you, and it goes a long way. Wow, what a matchup we just saw right there. Zilla Fatu, Ken Anderson, absolutely love it.
RPWProWrestling.com. Make sure you check them out. They got a lot of great events coming up. Like you said, Danhausen is going to be coming up. Parker Boudreaux will be making an appearance. So a lot of great names.
Yeah, he's been working a lot in Japan with the legend Shima as well. So look forward to a lot of action. And you can comment on that match as well. Which you liked, you didn't like this spot, you like that spot, you want to see a rematch in RPW. We'd love to hear from you guys out there. All right, for Dashing Derek, rocking the Pro Wrestling Tee store, shirt.
Soft style.
Scoop that up. The man in the middle, Mike Merc. My name is Devon. We will see you next Tuesday for Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show.